Guys, it's Dulce and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a Gumpaste garden rose. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section down below telling me what you want to see next. Make sure to also hit the little bell icon to be notified of when I post new videos, and share this video with all of your friends so we can reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
I'm going to start off by making a hook on 22 gauge wire using a small flat pliers. I'm going to take a piece of floral tape, stretch it to activate the glue, and wrap the wire all the way down, starting at the end with the hook. To form the base, I'm taking a piece of gum paste and forming it into a cone. Then I'm dipping the hooked end of the wire into egg white, which is going to act as glue, and inserting the wire into the gum paste cone. Make sure to press around the gum paste slightly to secure it to the wire. For the first set of petals, we're going to start out by rolling out some gum paste. I'm using the 60mm rose cutter to cut out the first few sets of petals. We're going to need 6 of these petals. For all 6 of the first petal sets, we're going to be following the same steps. So first I'm stretching out each petal using a large ball tool. And then I'm thinning out the very edge of each petal using a Dresden tool. To put the flower together, I'm actually going to be using this piece of foam that has a little slit cut into the center. So this helps to keep the gum paste off my hand so it won't warm up and get sticky. I put the petal set on top. I put some egg white in the center of the petal set and inserted the wire through the slit, and then I started gluing every petal. Put egg white on almost the whole petal except for the very top end, and then we're going to pinch the petal and glue it to the side of the base. I forgot to mention before that you want to make sure that your base is completely dry. Make sure to let your base dry for 24 hours or at least overnight. For the first layer, you're actually going to use 2 sets of petals, and you want to make sure that when you pinch them and bunch them up, you want to move them over so they cover half of the base, and then use your second set of petals to cover the other half of the base. So this is what's going to give it that full look. Once you are done placing the first 2 sets of petals, which should form the first layer of your flower, it should look like this. For the third set of petals and your second layer, you're going to use again 2 sets of petals. For the second layer, you're going to place egg white on almost the whole petal except for the top again, and then grab it and pinch it around one of the existing bended petals from the first layer, and then you're going to take a second petal and do the same. You're going to build an extra layer of petals on top of the first set of petals that you had already placed. It's kind of confusing to explain, but watching the video is what helps to explain this thing better, just because it's kind of a tricky flower. You're just going to go ahead and do that with the rest of your 6 sets of petals, remembering to use 2 sets of the petals for each layer. So since you're using 6 petal sets, you should have 3 layers of these petals. For the outer petals, I'm going to use this petal cutter, which is a 100mm rose cutter. We're going to be needing 3 of these petal sets. So I went ahead and rolled it out, cut them out, and then I'm doing basically the same thing as we did to the first one. So I went ahead and took a large ball tool, stretched them out slightly, then used the Dresden tool to thin out the edges of the petals. Then I'm placing it on the foam board and adding a little bit of egg white to the center and inserting the wire into the little slit in the center. Then I'm brushing the egg white mostly halfway and a little bit higher on the right side of the petal, grabbing a petal, putting some egg white on it, and then just kind of layering them on. We're going to keep doing this to the rest of the petals. Once you are done gluing all of the outer sets of petals on, you want to let this dry overnight, hanging upside down so it won't lose its shape. And this is what your flower should look like.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and check out any of my other videos. Some should be here on the screen. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!